Record.
Valerie Furrow, 100
Hey,
pounds.
everybody. So excited for what we're going to share tonight. We're going to start with a video, and some of you may have seen it. It's the Manifest pre-video, but there's a reason that we want to show it tonight. So I am going to start right away by sharing my screen and showing you the video, and we're going to start tying in why we want you to see this video. So hang on just a second. Let me share my screen. There we go. And make sure I put the sound on. That's always helpful. Okay. And there you go. Watch this a little bit.
Over the last 25 years, Manatech has created a solid foundation. But this year, 2020, we're calling this the year of acceleration. This is the year of speed. This is the year of getting things done.
Being here is the best investment in yourself. This is the best event on the planet.
I come to Manifest because those that come grow.
If you want to take your business to the next level, you need to experience it.
All right. Let me just stop the sharing. I just love that video because everything that we're going to be doing in the weeks and months to come, especially before Manifest, are going to be based in the video you just saw. It's the year of acceleration, and we're going to help you every step of the way. Should you choose to accept our mission, to accelerate your business, and we're going to be tying things in terms of the incentive. There's a short incentive, I will tell you, and a long incentive, and I'll get into that in just a moment. But before I go any further, we are all excited, of course, of the Steve Nugent video. He did such a superb job, and it was so timely. When we asked him to come and speak to all of you, we had no clue what the world was going to be like. And if you have not heard, we have postponed the trip to Costa Rica. There are some travel concerns, but primarily the reason is some concern of exposure to our orphans. There are M5M orphans that we were going to visit. We were going to paint schoolhouse and build a play yard. And for the sake of just caution, Manatech, in all its wisdom and really, really responsible, decided to delay it. Now, those of us that were going were sad, but I think there's a greater good in terms of the world seeing that we have a very responsible company. And I will tell you, it costs a lot of money to cancel this kind of event. So I'm very proud of our leaders. They are doing an awesome job. And for our protection, and especially the protection of our orphans there in Costa Rica. So just to give you an update on all of that, and the company is covering all of our expenses extra expenses that we have to change the incentive. And the good news, we don't have all the details tonight. We're going to give you a partial details of a mini incentive, and Ron's going to go with that with you guys. But you still will have an opportunity to qualify for Costa Rica. So hopefully we can get some of you powered up and accelerated in your thinking, and you're going to get on the racetrack with us and get yourself to Costa Rica. So more details later. We just did not have time to get them. They weren't quite ready yet, but we'll share some of the news with you. The next thing I want to do before we go any further is I often get questions about where do I find the videos from that we have posted. You know that some of them are on Team Up to Zoom, our group page on Facebook. They're there. But we have parceled out some of the videos that we have done and put them on a website for you. And I understand that some of you are challenged trying to share the link for this website. So I'm going to show you real quick, like how easy it is. I'm going to share my screen again. And I'm going to show you, you go to teamuptozoom.com. This is a very, very basic site. There are no bells and whistles, and it's very straightforward. Now, for those of you who've been around for a while, this is our testimonial video, which is awesome. This is a video from when we shared with Carrie Salee, and the story of one of her associates, which is just awesome. There we have Dr. Nugent's call from last week, which is now posted, okay? And then we have the wonderful story with our Valerie and her being the ultimate $10,000 winner of the Manatech Challenge. And down here is the video that Manatech profiled, Ron and I, that our teams or any of you are welcome to use. It's really wonderful because it just highlights what associates are doing in Manatech. And then our wonderful Dr. Marsha, who does a great video on the power of the product, especially her favorite Amber Toast. And here is another one, an interview that we did with Dr. Schaefer. And then, of course, we have the explanation of the new Catalyst and a Premium 7. And I believe, yes, and then we have this one by Dr. Nugent again, explaining glycan. So you can see you've got quite a bit of information there that you can share. And we talk about our weekly coaching, our map to success, and about your presidential leaders that are spearheading this call. So let's get to one of these videos, and I will show you how you quickly can share them. Let's do the one with Dr. Nugent, okay? So as you see, this is a share button, and it's very easy. You click on the arrow, and you have the link. All you have to do is copy the link address, put it on your browser, paste it in there, and there is the call. Okay, okay. So very, very easy. Find the video you want, click on the arrow, get the link, copy the link address, and post it. You can put it in an email or whatever. So I wanted to take a moment to show you all of that. Let me stop screen sharing. And use these tools. We are the only group that I know of that is are putting out these kind of tools. And we do our best, of course, to make them compliant. And from what I can tell, I manage that website, and a lot of you are using it. And we want you to accelerate your business. I know that you come here on Monday nights so that you can get information about what's happening in the company right now. But listen, what we really are creating is a vision for all of us. You come here, and our job is to have you feeling powered up, to grow your belief, to keep engaged because of what we have to offer in Manatech. We can use it now that you've made this simple to share. You're right, Nancy. So yes, it's always been that simple. You just click on the arrow and share the link. So I'm going to encourage you all to go and find that. So a couple of other quick notices, but before I bring on Ron, who's going to share the mini incentive. A couple things you need to know. There's a special going on now, and this is the time for you to take advantage of this amazing special. And Ron will tie it in a moment, but Amber Toast Life, it's got a family special, 4 boxes for $229, a savings of 35%. So check that out. Go to manatech.com or go to allaboutmanatech.com to find the information there. We now know that customers now get the same loyalty points as associates. I think you all have heard about that. And there is a new website, but be cautious where using it because it is not linked to your name and your account number. It's called thetruthaboutmanatech.com. You may share it, of course, but with great caution because if they click on it, it's not connected to you. So please be clear about that, okay? And today is the last day to backdate orders for BP1, and I think that was yesterday. Lisa, I get this note from Mary Jo. So anyway, those are some quick updates. You're showing you about Team Up to Zoom, and of course the promo video. And listen, why not start sharing with people our great event? How many people have gone to a racetrack for an event? How unique is that? And it's very cool. All the arrangements have been made, and we'll talk more as we get more information in, okay? So next, I'm gonna bring on Ron. He's gonna talk to you about this little mini incentive, and understand one thing. We are going to be putting out things that you can do to progress through this this incentive. Okay, Ron, take it away, and let's have you explain what's going on with the incentive.
Thank you, Paulette. Glad to do that. Just a couple of things to make clear. They announced this to the presidentials at Vision 2020, and the official announcement and the official rules are going to come out, I believe, today or tomorrow. But the purpose of the mini incentive is to drive people to get the manifest and, of course, beyond. It's 3 months. It's what they call a 3-lap mini incentive. Now, why do you think they're calling it a 3-lap mini incentive? Because it's a race. It's a race to wherever it is you want to go. And that's what we don't necessarily know. But if you want to share that with your upline presidential so that they can help you and support you to get there, obviously you need to do that. But let's talk a little bit about the mini incentive. It does 2 things. It is 3 months. It's like a launch. It's to kind of get you going toward, getting to manifest, have a little momentum going for you. And if you want, okay, to cash in, if you will, on the big incentive this year, what they've done is they've extended, well, not really extended, they've added phase 2 to being able to qualify to go to Costa Rica. Now, we decided way back when to do it, and we did, which is really what it takes for anybody to reach any goal of any significance or anything, that requires work is you have to make a decision that you're going to do it, that you're gonna get qualified. So, I want to give an example of somebody, because we had so many people say, "Oh, Ron and Paulette, we can't do what you do. We're not whatever." I don't know whatever is, because there's nothing special about Paulette and I in the terms of skills and work habits that all of you have. You just aren't necessarily using them. We made that decision, and we focused, and we worked hard, and yes, we qualified. But no matter who you are, you can qualify. One of the greatest stories, and she happens to be on this call, Patsy's right next to me, I'm there sharing the top line, Margie Elch. She decided early on that she was going to qualify for the incentive. And, I will admit, for a lot of people, it looked impossible. Well, I'm telling you, it's not impossible. It can be done, but it takes focus and it takes paying attention. Margie decided on day 1 she was going to go to Costa Rica. Why? I think one of the biggest driving forces is the thought of being able, because we talked about this for many months in the very beginning, the thought of planting your own aloe plants and thinking through the process. That plant, I forget how many times it just continues to rejuvenate and rejuvenate and rejuvenate. It's one of those plants that, goes on for a long, long time. So what do we know? What do we know is they're going to be picking the plant. and they're going to be taking the leaves out, and they're going to be processing these leaves into Manipul, into our magical formulation, if you will, because I believe it is magical. And that means that you don't know if it's you, your neighbor, a friend, a relative, somebody you'll never ever meet, but because you were there to plant that plant, you could be part of that process of changing somebody's life in such a big way. So to me, that's pretty exciting. And that's one of the reasons we went. And that's one of the reasons why Margie Yelch went for it too. And Margie absolutely qualified for the incentive. She worked hard. She even had a 3-month period of time where, due to ill health and all kinds of challenges on her husband's side from multiple surgeries, and she almost was inactive for about 3 months, and yet was able to qualify. So hats off to Margie. It just goes to show you that if you, all right, put your mind to it, you can do it. So let's go back to the mini incentive is basically working your way into the new incentive, which I believe we will get the official rules by the end of the week. But it's going to be similar to the qualifications required to get there in the first contest. Now, I said to Patty at one point, well, you know, this period's going to be a little shorter than the other one, I believe. And she said, yep, but you know what? The trip costs the same. The cost doesn't change, all right? So Manatech is still going to have to pay a certain amount of money to house you in that wonderful Las Boreas resort, and of course, on the trip to the natural aloe, which is where these wonderful plants are grown. So that makes sense. So what does that all mean? It means you just need to go to work. When? Sooner the better. You know, we talked to somebody today, a presidential who, you know, I thought had been kind of quiet for an awful long time. And lo and behold, they had a death in the family, and they did not get active for the first 5 months of the incentive. 5 months. And they qualified. Did they work hard? Absolutely. So that's what it takes: decision, hard work. And what do you need to do? Well, the specific rules will come out probably by the end of the week, but let's face it, we all know what we need to do. We need to go out and get some new people. We need to enroll associates, enroll customers, and get them on our products. And the sooner we start, the sooner the multiplying factor takes place. Somebody that you start in February, if they're still ordering 3 months from now, that's whatever they ordered today times 3. 6 months from now, times 6. 8 months from now, times 8. So those numbers multiply. And the sooner you start, the easier it is. So that being said, we know we need to enroll new people. We know we need to get more sales. We need to, increase our volume. So we'll get to the specifics probably in the next call or the week after that, depending on when they come out. But know that you can start by doing what is required for the mini incentive. The mini incentive, very simply, is getting a customer and an associate on auto order of 100 PV or more. And you can also do either 2 customers or 2 associates, any combination of 2, and that qualifies you with an auto ship now of 100 PV or more. That qualifies you in lap 1, which is the month of February. What will happen if that's the only thing you do for whatever reason? Well, you'll pick up 30 loyalty points, so that's like a $30 bonus, and you're going to get a ticket that will be entered into the drawing at Manifest for the big prize. And if you ever saw one of their big prizes, it is awesome. It is huge. All right, let's go to my month 2, or I should say lap 2. Lap 2 is March. And again, it's the same process. A customer, a associate, automatic order, 100 PV or more, or 2 of each, doesn't matter. However, there's a little catch. You need to maintain the 2 from the very first BP. So if you're thinking about some fun and games with this thing, you could do some fun and games, but you need to repeat those customers or associates in month 2 that you brought in month 1. Lap 3, April, same scenario, shorter period because of manifest. However, same qualifications. Get an associate, get, I forgot, a March prize for lap 2, 60 loyalty points, and you get 2 tickets to go into the drawing for the big prize. And then 3rd month, April, right now they got April 1 to April 15th. So it's the first 2 weeks. Again, same scenario, get 1 of each or 2 of either and maintain the 4. So for somebody who comes in the very last lap, you sign them up April Fool's Day, okay? They can still earn lap 1, lap 2, and lap 3 by getting 6. Some of us remember at the very, very, very beginning, okay, when we got excited about the possibilities of Manatech, whether it was the product, whether it was the opportunity, the income opportunity, many of us signed up, a lot of people at the very beginning. And I know Mandy is one who thought it was a piece of cake to get people to start this business at how much, Mandy? $1,000, right?
Which was $1,700 back then in Canada.
Canada. And she brought in people by the dozen. Okay, so it can happen. Now, lap 3, you get 100 loyalty points and a free tub of Maniple. So there's like over $300 worth of bonuses. Plus you'll get 4 tickets into the big prize drawing, and you'll be entered into another special drawing where 20 names will be the winners. Top 10 are going to receive a Pace race car experience, and the remaining 10 will get photo shoots with the race cars. So all winners will receive a Victory Lane t-shirt, which is kind of cool. And I'm looking forward to finding out who's going to race around the track. And that's it, Paulette.
Don't you love it? Now, you just saw Al get into that car. That is an experience that you could have. That's pretty cool. Or you could go down to the track and take your pictures with that. Can you imagine if you posted that on your profile pages on Facebook? How many people would be attracted to that? But before we went on, I wanted Margie to share just 2 minutes, Margie, because I know I didn't set you up. I know. I think one of the things that Margie and I talked about when it came, and I just wanted you to share a little bit about how you feel about how you felt when you first told me about this, how you felt about winning the incentive. What was that driver? Because it wasn't just what Ron shared. What else was it that you and I talked about?
I can't remember.
We talked about the kids. We talked about.
Oh my gosh, the kids.
Yeah. To be there with the kids and.
Can you imagine all these kids and being so excited to see us because we're new faces, and to actually touch them and hold them and pray with them, whatever. I mean, just the excitement of being with those kids and seeing the environment they're in and totally understanding what these children live, how they live, what their thoughts are. I don't even know if they speak English, but it's like, who cares? I mean, you can just show them with how you feel. I mean, that is so exciting, and to the playground and everything. I mean, I just it's cool. It's what gets you thinking every morning, just to be there and experience it.
Exactly. Thank you, Marge. That's exactly what that's what we talked about in the beginning. And I'll tell you, with a driver, what makes a difference in talking to people, whether it's a stranger or not. And listen, we're going to give you some real help in terms of how to open doors and whatever. But the number one driver, and this is how Margie won this incentive, is she had this passion of going to Costa Rica. She got a fire in her eyes. And she got lots of people to become engaged, especially those first 4 months. And she still was able to win the incentive. I want to drive to you that the way to do this is to do it now. If you can enroll 2 or 3 people right now, and we're going to give you some, we're going to do some customer retention stuff with you guys on how to keep those customers engaged. And it's going to roll, and it's, you know, it's the numbers build from month to month to month. So, you know, it's not like you've got to do all of it at once. However, the more you do right now, the more you do in these first 3 months, which is why we have, it's called the 3-lap mini incentive. And the time is now. But I think the bottom line is your passion. We all love Manatech. Why? Because of how it moves us and how we can translate that. Sometimes you don't even have to say much. And we're going to talk about communication, conversations. It's much more than communications, it's conversations. And if you have that fire in your heart and in your mind, and you talk about Costa Rica, and you're wanting to work towards Costa Rica because we have these children called M5M kids, and to support them. And I'm sorry guys, but we are going to nag you. We want as many people there to help these kids and to listen. Let's help Manatech get back on the map in North America. We need you to get out there and support the company that you love so much. We appreciate all of you. We know all of you take the product. Thank you for that. But this is a time for you all to shine. Okay, so the next part, Mandy is going to show you, she's going to explain this new process, and we discussed a lot of this at the Vision 2020, which is the presidential meeting we were at last weekend, and she's going to go over that. Mandy, how are you doing over there?
Well, I'm ready. Can you see anything there?
Yeah, I think everybody see this. Anybody with their cameras on, tell me. Yeah, they can see it. And
Okay,
I think once you explain it, it'll come clearer.
And I'll point it out, and something you can look in your own comp and stuff. I'm pretty excited, you guys. When I went through this today, I tell you what happened is that I have not been paying attention to the compensation plan. And when you've got a new person, every dollar matters. I've had new people now that I've heard. One got so excited because she got a $6 check. And another lady signed up because she knew she was going to get 25% from her friend's order. She was already on, had good results with the True Health. But when I told her, she might as well come in as an associate because, you know, she can make some money off this friend she was referring to me. And she did got excited, and she got all of her banking all lined up today. So anyway, when I started going through the comp plan today to get ready for this, I got myself pretty excited.
Mandy, I know everybody see this better. Go to the top of your screen. If you see the word speaker view, if you click on that, Mandy's screen will be on your whole computer.
Speaker view. Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
So go to speaker view.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to see Mandy's numbers much more easily.
Thank
okay?
you, Paulette. That's great.
Click on speaker view at the top right, at the top of your computer. Okay, Mandy, sorry.
All right, so here we go. So we're talking about how do you make the money here? And we only went up to the certain level that you're going to be able to comprehend. So first of all, your power seller bonus, this is a big deal because if you get your customers in, look at here, when you're over 2,000 in volume at 15%, you're pretty much at $300 right there. And so we're going to come back to these numbers in a little bit as they work in, but right off the bat, by having all your customers in your product circle, you could get to that $300. Now the mentor bonus is one that I personally wasn't paying much attention to. Oh, can you mute everybody, Paulette?
Let me try. I'll go back and do it again. Mute all. Okay. There we go. Let's give that a try. And please look at your screen and make sure that you're muted. Okay, Mandy.
Here we go. So the mentor bonus, yes, is one that I really wasn't paying much attention to. But again, your new person, this is going to matter to them, and it should matter to you. So if you get someone to a gold associate, so that is like only $250 past their $500, $750. You, as the enroller, is going to make $30 every single month when they hit only 750 in volume. Director, 1,500 in volume. You're going to make $40 every month. Silver director at 2,500. You're going to make $50 every month. Gold director at 4,000. You're going to make $75 every month. Executive director at 6,000. You're going to make $100 every month that they've got their volume there. So, like I said, I wasn't even looking at this bonus. I got to tell you, and you can, and when your people start to get these, I mean, this lady that I was talking to, she was excited about $25 of the sign-up bonus. Now, also one that's still there, but again, we probably aren't paying much attention to, is the AQ Personal. So if you've got in your product circle 5 people in automatic order, a minimum of $100, you make $75 every month. That bonus is still there. But watch this next little trick. Okay, so let's say you get your product circle to 500, your order and a couple of other people. And then you get your first 2 associates and you get theirs. Well, here's what I'm looking at here. Signing people in at the $500 package. So this is all going to happen in 1 month. You come in, you buy your $500 package. Your first 2 associates buy their $500 package. You're going to make $125 for that one and $125 for that one. And you're going to make $100 because you've created your AQ2 team. And because you did it in your first month, you're going to get an extra $100 for the fast start. So that is $450. And then if we go back to this little bonus here, this is added in as well. But probably in Power Seller, you're going to get at least 150 thereabouts. So you're up to $600 with your $500 purchase, and you got like more than $500 for the product, and it's a tax write-off. But wait, there's more. So if you can do this in your first month, you'll get all that we talked about, right? But when you get your next 2 associates, you get another $125, $125, and the bonus here for AQ4 is an extra $150. And if you do it in your first month, you get an extra $150. So that's $550. Add on the $600 from your first 2, and then a little bit again in your Power Seller bonus. You're up to $1,375. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. And I think that is, oh, and then that's your beginning. And then the next month, and this number is taken from David Wood's actual slide. So that if you've got your 500 and you've got your 4 associates getting their 500, your income's around $500 a month. Now, hello. And then it's going to go up from there. So this is where you want to focus. And if you can get excited about it, you're going to get somebody else excited about it. And to me, it's like a no-brainer, quite frankly. So I just thought we have to pay attention to this. Where is the money? Because we talk about bringing people in and blah, blah, blah. And we don't even know how they make their money.
Mandy?
Yes.
Could you just make that correction at the bottom? It's 2,000 times 15%? Is people?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
That's supposed to be 15.
I did that to see if you were paying attention, Ron.
Making sure.
But actually, 2,000 times 15 is 300. So, yes, Mr. Smarty Pants. Okay. So that's that. But you know what, you guys? We got to show this more often because it's exciting.
It's all about the money. Show me the money. The thing is, it's getting the fire in your gut. We've shown you now it is possible, and people are doing this all the time because they made the decision. So, for example, if you're someone, like there's a couple people on this call, several matter of fact, who did great with the challenge, you're the perfect person to talk to someone about weight loss. It's huge, right? And the people are getting results, okay? So find a niche that you enjoy and go for it. And again, we're going to talk more about this. So the last major piece we're going to do tonight is I wanted to inspire you. I want you to get the excitement that we've gotten, because we have a vision. There's stuff coming that is going to really rock your boat. Things like we're going to have, the company's going to set up weekly Zooms on different topics, different products. So you will have ongoing tools that you can use. You can invite people to certain Zooms. There's going to be a link for product testimonials. Their company is now going to start accumulating. Now, as you can see, the Team Up to Zoom people were ahead of the curve because we already have a video with lots of wonderful compliant testimonials. So picture Manitech putting a bunch of those together. Hey, we talked about the Tuesday Night Live training on the first Saturday of the month. So it, again, to being able to serve you guys. The first half hour will be focused on product. So if you've got a prospect that you want to have them hear about the products, the first half hour will be about product and the training. So there'll be some product training and so on and so forth. A little break, and then the second half will be information on building your business. So now it'll be split in two, so that if you have somebody, and the times will be there, and if you want to bring somebody in that you want to train with some different things, then it'll be there. Now, one of the things that Mandy and I and Ron are spearheading is an onboarding process. What does that mean? That means that you will be able to plug people into a system that is based, it'll be a training system for your new associates. For example, there is the stuff that they need to know, the Manitech background. So the first segment of their training might be 4 videos on how to sign somebody up or whatever. Okay, we're working on the outline right now, and it's plug and play. So they finish video 1. When they're finished video 1, there's a check or it says done, and then they go to video 2. So it's all self-projected. It will be up to them how quickly or how slowly they would want to go for the training. You, of course, still want to have some ongoing conversations, but you don't have to worry about, oh, what am I going to teach and can I do this? It's going to be done for you. And let me tell you, it is a huge priority for the team for the Team Up to Zoom leaders. We want this in place as quickly as possible. We have a plan already, and we're going to invite a couple of other presidentials to come in and be with us. I mean, can you imagine a plug and play training that will make your life so easy and duplicatable? It's going to be simple. The buzzword for this year is simple, okay? And acceleration. Let's see what else I've got here. Hey, how about a comp plan video? A really simple comp plan video. I mean, Maddie just told you this in 5 minutes, what you need to think about in terms of taking these numbers and translating them for people. Let me see, something else. I'm not going to, I will tell you that every single presidential that was at this Vision 2020 committed to a whole slew of field-driven initiatives. So if you've got something that you want to have us consider and bring to Manitech and bring us to the, we have the S&P committee, which are responsible for bringing all our ideas, discussing them, and bringing them to corporate. So we've got a real system of communication. There's lots more, but I think the call has gone long enough. I do want to just stress to you that get started right now. Take that passion, take that, what would your life look like if you change the lives of 2 or 3 people. And there are people on this meeting tonight that are doing just that. So now we're going to ask all of you to jump in with both feet. What could you do? Open conversations and whatever. And next week, we're going to do a couple of strategies for you. And every week, continue to give you strategies. It's exciting, guys. And it's a new day. And it's a day of acceleration. So hop into your car, put on your helmet, and let's do some lapping around the racetrack. All right, everybody, that's it. My cohorts, anybody want to add anything, Ron or Mandy? No?
No, thanks, Paula. That was great.
No, you did a great job. Everybody should be full of all kinds of
Are you all revved up, everybody? All right. Hey,
Well,
we'll
this
see
feels-
you all next week. Welcome to any new people who have joined us. We had a whole slew of people. Pass the word around. This is where we feed your spirit. Yes, we give you lots of training and information, but this is where you feed your soul. And this is where you begin to be all that you want to be. So everybody, good night. Thanks for joining us. This is just pure love and pleasure. And we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Good
everyone.
night. Love y'all.
Bye.
Will
Good
this
night,
be up
everyone.
soon? Because I missed a couple slides.
It's recorded and will be loaded on tomorrow.
Great.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Thanks. That was
Night.
awesome.
Be well, everyone.